Hey, aloha guys, thanks for coming back to the next video. If you are new here, please like and subscribe. If you're not, thanks for coming back. If you have come in here not on the playlist, I am doing a kind of an in-depth, a more detailed series of videos talking about what goes in my range bag. I did a range bag loadout and kind of glossed over things because I didn't want it to run too long, and now we're going into what these things are and kind of how they work and why I carry them and stuff like that. If you have been watching the playlist, then you know all this and just ignore what I just said. But today, right now, we're going to be talking about the Lula Loader and how much I love me some Lula Loader. I have three. One in green for pistols. This will load 380 up to, I believe, 45. 10 millimeter as well. I have one for my AR. This guy right here, and this beautiful gem for my CZ Scorpion. And how these guys work is, for the pistol, it's really cool. This will, you push this on top, and it has a little tongue that pushes down on the follower, and this accommodates what type of magazine you have. This works for all magazines. Glock magazine, 1911, Beretta, whatever you have, it'll work. So this, you squeeze with your hand, it pushes down on the follower, and then you just load your magazine, and it's super easy. I'll show you guys how to do that in a little bit with a cool cutaway, something like that. The AR magazine loader works in much the same manner. It clips onto the top of your magazine, and then there's this toggle dingle dongle here, it's a lever, that you flip back and forth, and that allows you to push down the follower, relieve the spring tension, and you can load your rounds in real easy. And the same goes for the Lula Loader for your CZ Scorpion. For all you CZ guys, Scorpion guys, I love these things. If you don't have one, you have to get one. You've really been missing out. I mean, when you look at it, you're like, oh, this is expensive. It sucks. It's about 30 bucks, but they're worth it. They're worth every penny. When I first saw them, I was like, whoa, I don't need this. I'm a man. I'm gonna load my magazines with my man hands. But if you've spent any amount of time at the range, like, you know, a good amount of time, and you have quality magazines that have steel feed lips, which is what you want, your thumb gets real sore, and you kind of you can get to cutting it up, especially if it's wet or if it's super dry, oddly enough. But this keeps that from happening, and it just makes loading so much easier, and it's awesome. I also enjoy this because it allows my nephew and my daughter to load them, and they're little kids. My daughter's 8 and my nephew's 7, and my girlfriend can also do it. People who have decreased dexterity in their hands or an injury, any type of hand strength, it's awesome. Also for getting that last round in there, because we all know that last round like doesn't really want to go in. So I'm gonna do some cool editing here. All right, my friends, as you can see, I have a smorgasbord of rounds and magazines. I'm gonna show you folks how these Lula loaders work. First, I'll give you folks a little demo of me loading it with my hands, and then a video of me doing it with the Lula loaders and how it makes it a little bit easier. So here we have 5.56 rounds in an AR15 mag. I have my CZ Scorpion, which is going to be taking these 9mm rounds, and a Glock magazine, which is also going to be taking 9mm rounds right there. And some cool editing. Alright, first up we have an AR15 magazine by PeaK. I think this is PeaK. And I'm going to go ahead and try to load these guys by hand. And as you can see, my follower, I'm going to push down my follower, relieve the spring tension, and feed these guys in here. Just like this, one at a time. Alright, the timer on top of my phone, because I'm filming this through my camera, tells me it took me, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes to do that. Imagine doing that a bunch of times at the range. This magazine's full. I'll do some super cool editing right now, and we'll go ahead and hit it with the Lula Loader and show you guys how awesome. Alright guys, we got the same AR15 mag here, but this time I have my ultra cool Lula Loader that I'm seriously in love with. It locks positively onto the tabs that go into your magwell, just like this. You can hear it snap. And we have the dingle dongle doodle right here, this lever that depresses the follower, relieves spring tension, and allows you to just throw your rounds in just like this. Every movement of the lever allows you to drop in a successive round, so it's back and forth, as you can see. and it's a lot easier than loading it by hand. Okay, you can do it like this too. That's usually how I do it. I'm trying to keep this center frame while filming this through my camera because I'm a fledgling channel and don't have all kinds of cool high-tech stuff. Also, my background is not in cinematography or videography. It's in awesomeness and handsomeness. And what's real cool is once you reach the last round, it pops off just like that. So I have a fully loaded 30 round AR15 magazine, and about half the time it took me to load it by hand. Pretty awesome. All right, and we're back here with the UpLula Loader for the CZ Scorpion. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because it works pretty much the same way as the AR one does. It locks very positively onto the lugs, the tabs, sorry, that go into your magwell. And you got the dongle flipper lever guy here that presses your follower down, relieves the spring tension, and allows you to drop your rounds in just like this. It's really, really easy to use this guy. You just drop him in there. And actually, this thing is so good. If you move this back and forth 3 times, wait, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and you go like this, put it down on the table and snap your hands, it's fully loaded. It's amazing. And if you flip it when it's fully loaded, it'll pop off too. Oh, sorry, it's not fully loaded. But that's pretty good considering that I only put 3 in there and somehow magic took over and loaded this magazine. But yeah, the UpLula Loader is pretty awesome for the CZ Scorpion. All right, folks, and finally we come down to the UpLula Loader designed for pistols, which I think is the most impressive out of all of them. The other ones are pretty awesome, but this one impresses me the most, as I just said. I'm not going to go over hand loading. It sucks. So I'm going to use this UpLula Loader here. I have 2 9mm magazines. One is for a Glock 48 and one is for a Beretta. And those are 2 very different firearms. But just sticking this guy here, I'm going to put my UpLula Loader over the top and squeeze this with my super manly, awesome, handsome hands. And the tongue depresses the follower, allowing me to drop loads in here just like that. Really easy. Okay, and I already got 4 in there. Okay, Glock magazine, Beretta magazine, 2 very different firearms. UpLula Loader works the same. Just drop them in there just like that. Fast and easy and awesome. Cool. You might be thinking, wow, what are these 2 magazines you have here? Well, this is from a 1911, which is a 45 caliber, and this is from my Glock 20, which is a 10mm. What is this sorcery, you say? That's a different caliber. It doesn't matter. So same thing goes on here like that. You just drop your 45s right in. Just as easy, just as awesome. Okay, 45 and Glock 20, 10mm, same thing, just like that. So yeah, the UpLula Loader for the pistol impresses me. It also comes in a lot of different colors. I think the ones for the AR and the CZ only come in black. This has like 5 different colors you can choose from. So super cool, super awesome. UpLula Loader for the pistol gets my thumbs up. All right, we're back here with my nephew Ku'ulemanaola, and he's going to show us how he's able to load up magazines with the UpLula Loader. Lemana, how old are you?
7.
7. I used to be cute like you too. And then I don't know what happened. But yeah, go ahead. Why don't you load up the 45 for me? Cool. Nice. Is that pretty easy for you?
Yes.
All right, awesome. All right, cool. That's good. How about the 10mm? Hope I don't trigger anybody with a kid doing gun stuff. All right, and that's really it for the UpLulas. There's not much to them, but I can't say enough about how awesome they are and how much I really like them, and I use them all the time. So if you don't have one, get one. And yeah, that's all I gotta say about the UpLula. So I'll see you folks in the next video. stay safe and healthy with all this coronavirus thing going on. Train safe, train smart, and see you folks in a bit. Ahuiho. So when you're done, you have to flip this down. You understand?
Yes.
Is this too long for you? It's okay. Is it good? Can you see your red dot? Stop your thing. Boom. Okay, ready? Safety off. Okay, don't be afraid, okay? You're totally fine. Okay, go. You okay? Can you handle that? Can you handle that? Okay.
Your boy. Don't let the smooth face fool you, baby. You know how we keep it.